Okay, so now I've got everything cleaned and it's dried. And so now I'm going to put it back together, and this is where general maintenance comes into play. What you'll want to do with your slides is actually, I'm going to put on my valve caps first. You're going to want to look inside each of your, you probably can't see it very good, but in there you should be able to see a very smooth surface on the inside of your tubes. Maybe a little bit of like those are just beads of water. It's pretty clean in there. You want it to be really smooth. So put on the valve caps, or the bottom caps. This is the first thing I've done since I've let it dry. If you can't get something off, like I couldn't get a couple of these bottom caps off, what you'll do is you have to be very careful. Take a rag, put it over the cap, and carefully apply a wrench to it. Make sure you're getting the cap and just barely twist it and it'll come right out. If one of your slides is stuck, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to grab, usually there's this little button on there that you can grab. You put the towel over it, you grab the wrench, and you slightly pull. If you can't get it out, don't force it, because you could really mess up your horn. You could torque the metal. So if you can't get it out, take it to the shop and let them get it out for you. So, I'm going to get some cream real quick. For the maintenance part, you're going to want to have cream, and I prefer blue juice. It's probably the cleanest stuff, and you don't have to use a whole lot of it. And then this is okay. Any kind of slide grease, you really can't go wrong with it. So, and a lot of times it comes in a chapstick bottle. Don't use chapstick though, and don't use it on your mouth. It's probably not good for you. But this stuff you just apply with your hand. The other stuff that's a chapstick, you can just apply it right on the slide. But this you'll just take a little bit on your finger and put it on there. So what I'm going to do first is the tuning slide, and I'll show you how I do it. You don't have to use very much, but you just take a little bit, and I'm going to do one tube at a time. You just barely apply it on there, around the very bottom of it, just like that, and do it on the other one. Try not to get it on the inside of the tube. That's really hard to clean out. And now what you're going to do is take your horn. This is the top, this is the top. Slide it in and rotate it as you go down so that the whole thing gets covered on the inside. Just like that. And when it's at the bottom, take your rag, wipe off the excess. Just like that. Take it back out. If you have to apply a little bit more, that's fine. Mine's a little dry. Just like that. And do the other side. That one's a lot better. Take off the excess. And I'm going to put a little bit more on here because it's a little too loose. It's not that bad though. It needs to be a free motion. And probably once I play it a little bit more, it's going to get a little bit better. And you can apply a little, you can keep applying it until, and you know what, this is probably not the best stuff. The best stuff I've probably used is, it looks like the chapstick bottle, and it's Yamaha makes it, it's just slide cream. Trombone's got some good stuff made for them. So that's the tuning slide. And that's really the only slide that you're going to want to grease like that, except for this one. You're going to do the same thing with that one. And also, if you have a third valve slide that has the little end on it, looks like that, you can do that one too. But with the first valve slide, third valve slide, you're going to put cream on it, just like you did the tuning slide, but then you're going to put just a drop of oil on it. And what that's going to do is it's going to keep the slide, you can't just put valve oil on it, it won't work very well. But if you put slide grease on it, and you put just a touch of oil on it, it makes it really easy to go back and forth, a lot easier than pulling out a tuning slide. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll show you how to order the valves.